Hello, Sarah Sabin, Transformational Leadership Coach here, and I'm very excited to be here today with Scott Oleson, who is CEO of Analytics Computers based in Colorado. And he has very kindly agreed to do this interview with me today, talking about his experience coaching with me over the last year. So Scott, welcome. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, hello. As Sarah said, I'm Scott Oleson. I am also owner of Analytics Computers. So we're an IT consulting firm and here in the Colorado area. So thank you and welcome.
Awesome. So first question, why did you feel that you wanted to do coaching with me?
After the interviews that I did in the summer/fall of 2020, what I could see to begin with is your style and knowledge was different than mine. And so when I look for somebody, I look for somebody that's going to push me out of my comfort zone and out of my box. So that was the biggest reason, the biggest decision.
Yeah, it's interesting because on a surface level, we seem like completely different people in a lot of ways. But, you know, as I always say, you know, that kind of alignment at a values level is important. But one of the great things about you is you deliberately try to surround yourself with diversity. So, yeah, obviously it's been exciting for me as well to work with a client that's from a very different sort of background from me as well. Okay, so what did you love most about working with me?
You know, and I'm going to say the same thing we just told you is your perspective is so different. And when I say so different, I don't mean like polar opposites or anything, but your perspective makes me think and it challenges me. And to me, that's a very important piece of what I need to be having happen as a CEO.
Yes, I think, you know, the role of a coach, as I see it, is to provide that challenge and push back and start opening up your perceptions of what is possible. Obviously without, and I think this point is important as well, without completely sort of hammering my perspective onto you, so to speak. Okay, so let's get down to some results. Let's start with tangible. Can you tell me about some of the tangible results that have happened in your business in the last year?
Well, the first I'd say was I've been able to develop a very good understanding of what I want the company to be, where we're going, the roadmap we're taking to get there. That's not a nebulous thing to me anymore. The other pieces I think are I've figured out how to include our staff better in that piece. The other tangible I would say is a very good statement of our core values and making sure that everything that we do aligns to those core values, which obviously as a business owner, others can copy what we do, but they can't copy the values like we do them. So that makes us unique in the market, and I think it drives customers to us as well. Growth-wise, when we first started, we were working more with sub-$1,000 recurring month contracts. Now we're steadily moving towards a goal of being well above the $7,500 to $10,000 a month recurring contracts. Our sales staff is focused now on that goal and that perspective. It doesn't mean that we haven't continued to take on the business that's smaller than that, but now I think we have a way of determining why we're taking that business on, and an understanding of that. Yes, it's more of a transactional business than a consulting support type business that we typically do. If you're asking about numbers, COVID, we grew about 35%, and this year we're on track. 2021, we're on track to be about 43% above last year. So we're looking at, a significant jump to about $2.7 million, you know.
That's really exciting.
Yes, exceptional.
And what about some of the intangibles that you've experienced from working with me?
Personal growth, you know, personal understanding of why I make decisions and how I make them. You know, again, the challenges that you've put in front of me of, you know, letting me flow through my thought process and then saying, okay, well, what is going on with that thought process, and how does it affect everything that I do, you know, not just the business, but life. Intangible is feeling like I can step away from the company and not thinking that, you know, everything's going to come to a tragic halt and end because I'm not here. Friday mornings are my time now, and, you know, 2.5 hours every morning I sit and read and think and clear my mind so that I can be the business person that I need to the rest of the time I'm, you know, functioning as a CEO.
And actually, I just want to make anyone watching this aware Scott has actually just come back from a month away from the business, and has happily reported that everything is functioning as usual, and has also read 17 books during that month, which I was personally amazed by. But yeah. Okay, and last question, what would you say to any leader that is considering working with me as a coach?
Don't hesitate. You know, don't question Sarah's intent and Sarah's guidance. You know, I would say Sarah is a very open, very understanding person. And the knowledge about yourself and about your company that you're going to gain is second to none. You know, and if you're questioning her pricing or her cost, what I would tell you is that any education is worth 20 times to 100 times what she's going to charge you. So, you know, it's a pleasure working with Sarah, and I look forward to every one of our morning 6 a.m. in Colorado meetings. But, you know, I look forward to them and prepare for them just as if I were a extremely, you know, talking to an extremely important client.
No, thank you so much, Scott. I have really enjoyed working with you, and you know, you've been open and willing to listen and willing to learn along the way, so acknowledging you as well, because coaching is of course a partnership. So anyway, that's the end of the interview. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or would like to get in touch with me, please drop me an email or contact me via direct message. Thank you.